If you're in a very niched agency, like a staffing firm or like a compliance company, there's really not many ways that you can get leads, especially if you're looking for intent-based data, which is leads that are looking for something specific. Even if you reach out to that market directly, you're sort of shooting in the dark. And if you're struggling to get consistent meetings with a company, again, like a staffing firm, you're probably prospecting in the wrong way. There's one strategy that has gotten us 2 to 3 meetings per week with really high qualified staffing clients that I want to share with you today. And it works pretty simply. It works by leveraging already existing networks and not reaching out to people cold like I'm used to, generally speaking. If you need the exact formula and the script that I use personally to reach out to those individuals through LinkedIn, then follow me on Instagram and DM me link, and I'll go ahead and shoot you over that link. Well, let me just rewind a little bit. So instead of using cold messaging outreach, instead of buying like bad lead lists and just cold calling them and hoping for the best, and instead of hoping that somebody needs staffing services, you target people that are already connected to your competitors, engaging with influencers in your niche, viewing your LinkedIn profile, and then posting actively in your industry. LinkedIn is one of the best platforms as far as getting connected with leads and continuing to grow your audience. And as far as networking goes, there's no platform that's better than this. So why not leverage it for exactly what it was made for? And what I had just mentioned, the people that you'd be reaching out to, these are active decision makers, these are warm leads, and these are people already interested in your space. So here's exactly what you do. You use LinkedIn search filters. You filter by second and third degree connections. You filter by industry and you filter by geography. Most importantly, you toggle the recently active feature to show you people that have recently been active in your space. You pull that list and then you automate through a platform such as HeyReach, for example. I'm not sponsored by them, but we love them. We use them all the time to view the profile, connect with the account, and then follow if they don't accept the connection. And then what you do is once they accept the connection and once you view your profile, once you create that report, what you can go ahead and do is you can write a message that says exactly this. Hi, first name. I saw your comment on Name's post about specific topic. Curious how you're handling hiring in your team right now. That's literally it. You do that enough times, 1 out of 10 people will respond positively. They'll say, oh, we're actually struggling right now at hiring the right talent and it's taking a little bit longer. Well, yeah, amazing. Who are you looking to hire for exactly? Oh, these are the titles? Phenomenal. The reason why this works for staffing agencies and very similar companies in the B2B space that need intent-based data is because you're not interrupting them cold with a message that you might think that they need, because generally speaking, you don't know if they're hiring at this time, not unless you see their job posts and you see active available positions, and even then, they might already have an HR team. So you come in uninterrupted and you reference something that you guys have in common, like something that you found interesting or somebody's post that you commented on or something along those lines. You're also entering warm conversations. When you reach out to people that know other people and that one person that you talk about, even if it's somebody who's very well known, becomes that common ground, right away there's trust that already gets built. You also stay visible without manually just doing a bunch of work. So you can automate the whole entire process, and once they accept and they follow you back or they accept a connection request, you just send them a message. And again, this is just using connection requests. I can walk you through exactly how to send a lot more volume with this using InMails, and you can find that video down in the description below. But as far as like if you're just starting out and you're looking to get some traction to the door, this is by far one of the easiest things that you can do in your business today to get more leads into the door if you don't have a massive budget to invest into like email marketing or large volumes of LinkedIn marketing, or you're testing out your offer. And so specifically for staffing companies, this is what's worked for us. I own a venture studio and 2 of our companies in our venture studio are staffing companies. And then your main job, because most of this process is automated, is just to take the meetings and actually close the deals. Now, let's say you do this process and you get a little bit of traction. What you can start to do is you can start to add way more volume. And the way that LinkedIn works is you need multiple LinkedIn accounts to be able to send more volume. And so what we personally like to do is we like to rent accounts from people that we know, have them represent our company, have these people potentially even work with us to become SDRs. And then once we leverage their accounts, then we can start to do outreach on our own behalf through their profiles to reach out to more people. If you're a staffing company, there's really 3 strategies that work. There's the pray and spray with really large volume. There is the strategy that I just showed you right now where you're not reaching out to a ton of people, but you're very, very personalized, or there's a mixture in the middle. My personal favorite is the mixture in the middle. The pray and spray strategy is you reaching out to them and saying, hey, I just recently staffed 5 individuals for a company just like yours. We still have these individuals put to the side. Do you want to see the list? You're not specific about the individuals, you're not specific about the titles. And so they'll say, yeah, sure, send me the list, why not? But this is low intent clients. And then you have the mixture between the super personalized, which is the manual messaging that you're writing, and you have the strategy that is sort of pray and spray, and you do something in the middle. And what you do is you say, hey, I have X position at X company that wants to work with you guys. Do you want to see their profile and interview them? And they say yes. You make that interview happen, you sign a contract with them, and that's really pretty much it. And you send out mass outreach with those specific messages. If you want to see exactly what we're doing to get a lot of staffing leads, and I'd be happy to share my screen and show you how, then feel free to, again, send me a DM on Instagram. The link will be in the description below. And regardless, I really appreciate your guys' time. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys later.